when you come to Cedar Point, you may be met with long lines and huge crowds. One way to combat those long lines for all your favorite attractions is getting a
Fast lane.
Now, fast lane is an upcharge. It's an extra purchase on top of the ticket or your pass. So you can buy a fast lane or a fast lane plus. The plus gets you on all the rides that the regular fast lane gets you on, plus it gets you on Steel Vengeance, Maverick, Millennium Force, and Val Raven at the moment. I say at the moment because next year when the new Top Thrill Dragster opens up, that will probably replace Val Raven on that list. But anyway, this is for 2023. We did a video similar last year in 2022, but we wanted to give an updated version and see if anything has changed.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is see exactly how fast is Fastlane.
Is Fastlane worth it? I mean, how much time does Fastlane actually save you? That's what you will find out today.
We're gonna start here at Steel Vengeance, the ride that probably gets one of the longest lines in the park. There you have, that shows about a 60-minute wait.
This is like a 45-minute wait. That's probably not accurate.
Steel Vengeance is complete. So from the time that we walked into the line until the time that we got onto the train, it took about 30 or so minutes. And we asked some people that were by us that were waited in the regular line. We asked them about how long, and they said about an hour. So that's about a 30-minute time savings for Steel Vengeance.
The regular line looks extremely long.
It looked
only 30 minutes.
It looked long.
It was like the whole queue. So yeah.
But someone said about an hour, plus the sign outside said about an hour. So
and
I'll
Steel
believe.
Vengeance is like the worst fast lane in the park.
It's a terrible fast lane.
To save the least amount of time waiting in the fast lane line for Steel Vengeance than any other.
Yeah, but you still saved a half an hour. So that's 30 minutes in the bank. Next, we're going to be doing this ride called Maverick. The line is out into the outside part because there's an outdoor and indoor part of the queue. So it is a very long line right now. So we're about to round the corner, head to the fast lane and see how much time you save on one of the most popular rides in the park, Maverick. And as we approach the fast lane here at Maverick, it is out of the station, but on Saturdays during the summer, it will get like this. In fact, we've waited a lot further than this. We waited as far back as quite a bit back there. 25 minutes to get up into the station. We're next here to do some back row Maverick. We just asked some people and they said, a couple people said a really long time and people were like dying and stuff. So it turned out that it was a little bit over an hour. So let's round it to about an hour and 10 minutes. Just to give it a nice even round number. So that saves us about what, 15?
Yeah, you said we waited 25.
Yeah. Yeah, so that saves us about 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
So that's 30 minutes.
30.
Yep. So if my math is correct, that's an hour and 15 minutes of savings.
I think that math is correct.
All clear.
Yeah, it's correct.
Next up on the list is Gemini. This one usually doesn't have too long of a fast lane. Very, very rarely are there many people in line. The sign out there said a half an hour for the regular queue, but we will see. But actually, as I say, this rarely has a long fast lane line. I see a long fast lane line right up there. We are next in line for Gemini. That longest line ever that we've ever seen in the fast lane for Gemini. it only took like a couple minutes. So we got right on. And the regular line was indeed about 30 minutes. So we will call that almost exactly a 30-minute savings here on Gemini.
Next up, Lake Erie Eagles. That's not a roller coaster, but we're doing it anyways. Now,
You can do, so we're going to show how fast lanes you can use for,
yeah, it doesn't have to be just roller coasters.
so you can save some time.
So the fast lane here is new for this year, and the line is pretty long, and this ride has some pretty slow operations because there's not many eagles, so this definitely saves some time.
We just did Lake Erie Eagles. Now, the fast lane is brand new this year for this ride, but you don't have to do roller coasters. So we wanted to show a little bit and talk about a little bit of if you do some flat rides with the fast lane. So I would say that we got right on. There were only 2 people ahead of us. And the regular line probably about a 10-minute wait. Most people probably had to wait.
It would definitely be longer because the cycles are pretty long, and there's only 8 eagles. And the eagles can fit 2 people, but most people only do 1 per eagle. So
it can take a little while.
It would have been a pretty decent wait.
So let's say let's just say a 10-minute wait, just to make it a nice even number like we've been doing. Very generous. You can see this is a very, very busy day. So you might come on a day where it's not quite as busy, so maybe the regular lines aren't super long and maybe the fast lanes aren't extremely long. So days can vary depending on if you come on a Wednesday in May or if you come in a Saturday in June or July. So things will vary, so don't make this like out to be like this is guaranteed how long lines will be and how much time you'll save or won't save or whatever. And we're also not going to be doing every single coaster here today. Not every ride. We're going to give you the information about what we do ride to give you the best idea possible. What about Magnum? You want to do Magnum?
Magnum.
We are entering at 4:37. We do not pass by the regular line, so we didn't see what the regular line was supposed to be.
Probably, if I had to guess.
Well, yeah, it's not an extremely long line, so we'll see for sure what we'll ask some people and find out what the regular line is. Okay, we got up into the station next in line in 3 minutes. We asked some people exactly how long they waited. People weren't really sure because I guess the ride just went down, but they gave an estimate of about 20 minutes or so. So we'll say a 20-minute savings because this was almost essentially a walk-on with Fastlane. So another 20 minutes in the bank on the savings with Fastlane. Next up is Val Raven. This one you will definitely save a lot of time on because the line tends to get very long because the general public, a lot of park goers love this ride. They flock to it. 232 feet?
Yes.
Something like that. So it's a large coaster. It hangs over the edge. So this shows just about a 45-minute wait or an hour wait. And we will see exactly how long this takes. Yeah, Fastlane is an absolute walk-on. So if people did indeed wait an hour for this, then you are saving exactly an hour. Yep, Val Raven was indeed an hour time saving. That is by far the best one so far. We walked right on as you saw, and we asked someone, was it indeed an hour? Well, we asked that, like, how long did you wait? And they said an hour. So now we're about to do Blue Streak. Blue Streak, probably a little bit shorter of a line. Probably maybe, I don't know, looking at it back there, probably 15, 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But we assume fast lane is pretty much going to be a walk on. We'll let you know exactly how much time you save with how fast is fast lane. Here on Blue Streak, that was about a 15-minute savings in time. So not a ton, but it adds up. Like if you do this, like you could do this twice in the amount of time that most people could do it once.
Maybe 3 times.
So if you're a big Blue Streak fan, then you can knock this out a few times, like we both are.
Yeah.
Next up is Cedar Downs, but unfortunately they do not have a fast lane. And that is right, not every ride, not every coaster has a fast lane. The 3 coasters that do not have fast lanes are indeed a Wild Mouse, the brand new Zamperla spinning Wild Mouse coaster, Vine Ride, and Iron Dragon. And then there are select flat rides like Cedar Downs that do not have fast lanes. Next up in line is the iconic front of the park coaster, GateKeeper. The app, we just looked, it said a 30-minute wait for the traditional line. And the sign out front says 45 for that one. So, as usual, we'll find out what exactly the time is by doing the very scientific method of asking people in the front that waited in the regular line. But this is quite the line for a fast lane for GateKeeper. It's usually not this long, but this is one of the rides that has a meeting point. It's one of many that has a meeting point. So you don't have
fast lane, regular line.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you have a merge point where this doesn't go straight up into the station, which is far too common here. GateKeeper, regular line, yeah, probably about a half an hour.
Probably half an hour.
And
there's nobody to ask, but we looked at the line and figured it's probably 30, maybe 35 minutes, probably around 30.
Yeah, and our fast lane only took about maybe 15 or so minutes because, like we said, you do merge with the regular line. So that is a good 20-minute savings or so.
I see a roller coaster over there called the Wild Mouse. Should we see how much time we save this fast lane for Wild Mouse?
Oh God, unfortunately, Wild Mouse is not a fast lane coaster, but we might go ride it anyway right now. Next up is one of the large flat rides in the park, Max Air. And here, it only says about a 15-minute wait for the regular line.
Attention Max Air riders. At the turnstiles, you were given a special number. That is your assigned seat number. Once those gates open, please go to that assigned seat and that assigned seat only.
And next up is Millennium Force. Now this says right there it's about an hour wait. We don't know for sure if it's an hour wait. That says 15 minutes for fast lane. But we will find out exactly how long this takes. We are up here in the station for Millennium. We got about 1 train to wait, but so fast lane took about maybe about 20 minutes or so. Yeah. Okay, so in between 15 and 20 minutes. But the regular line was very long. It took over an hour. So you were saving about 1 full hour on Millennium. So the only one that really met that kind of like savings was Val Raven earlier today. That is it for this video. It got dark pretty fast on you guys, didn't it?
What happened? That's crazy.
But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope that all of the information was informational. Right down here or somewhere along the line, we are going to put all the hard numbers of how long everything took and how much time you would have actually saved doing fast lane. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
If you haven't already, go down and subscribe. And
help a lot, and it'll make me really happy. This is me if you don't subscribe. This is me if you do subscribe.
it helps a ton. And you can go down in the description and there's a members link, and you could be like these fine people right here and join our members page, and you get all sorts of exclusive content, exclusive pictures, and we do polls on what kind of videos to do, all sorts of stuff that you get to join in on, and it helps out the channel tremendously. So thank you guys all for watching. That train's being very loud, so we're gonna get out of here. See you guys next time.